sensational day for Danny Beasley and Gay Waterhouse. 6 Doncasters in a decade for Gay, just one behind her legendary father Tommy Smith on the all-time record, and for Danny Beasley a golden slipper and a Doncaster handicap in the space of 7 days. The 2 biggest races in Sydney. It is correct weight after the San Miguel Doncaster handicap. Here are the dividends.
Number 10, Grand Army, $13.90 and $3.80. 5 Dash for Cash, $2.80. 11 Boreal, $7.90. The Quinella, $71.90. Exacta, $121.60. Trifecta, $2,909. The Daily Double on the New South Wales Tote, 11 Snowland and 10 Grand Army, $72.90. The first 4 on the Doncaster. Number 2, Lonhro, ran 4th. The numbers 10, 5, 11 and 2, paid $8,597.80.
So Lonhro into 4th place there, brave as ever. What a daily double for Gay Waterhouse today. Snowland and now Grand Army. Let's join Craig Willis.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a day for Gay Waterhouse in training her 6th Doncaster. A wonderful effort. And what a week it's been for a wonderful rider. Danny Beasley last week, the Golden Slipper. And this week, he has won this magnificent Group 1 event here at Randwick, the Doncaster Handicap. To make the presentations, please make welcome the chairman of the Australian Jockey Club, Mr. Bill Rutledge.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, what an exciting race. As you've just heard, this is Gay's 6th Doncaster. She's almost made this her race, and her late father, the legendary TJ Smith, won 7, but I'm sure that Gay will certainly emulate him within the next few years. And congratulations to Alan Bell, who was a former leading and great trainer here. What a thrill it must be for him to be the owner of this great race. And of course, it's marvellous just to see so many people here celebrating and enjoying our sponsor's product, San Miguel. We've had a long and happy association with them, and I trust that with the assistance of Mr. Coanco that this will go on for the next 4 or 5 years. We have today Mr. Bert Lamatet out here to Manlapit to help us here with this presentation. He's the Senior Vice President of the San Miguel Corporation, and it gives me great pleasure to call on him to make the presentation of the trophy to Mr. Alan Bell.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, committee members, Mr. Chairman. We will make this as short as it is chilly. To begin with, San Miguel and J-Bog and Son are very proud to be sponsors of AJC's Autumn Carnival and the San Miguel Derby and Doncaster Day. Our association with the Sport of Kings provides an excellent opportunity to leverage the premium appeal of horse racing and promote upmarket trial of our brands. And with your permission, if I may say, San Miguel Super Dry, San Miguel Pale Pilsen, J-Bog Premium, and J-Bog Premium Light. San Miguel is honored to sponsor the mighty Doncaster Handicap. Named after the famous racecourse in the north of England, the Group 1 Doncaster is one of 3 feature 1,600-meter races conducted by AJC and has been won, as you very well know, by some great gallopers like Chatham, Hallmark, Fine and Dandy, Tobin Bronze, Gunsynd, Emancipation, Superimpose, Saw Square, Pharaoh, and Sunline. Today's field included 7 individual Group 2 winners drawn together from Australia with a total prize money in excess of $19 million. It is our honor and privilege to congratulate the winning owner, Mr. Alan Bell. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Bert.
Yeah, we'll get a quick photo. He's quite heavy. Just a quick photo.
Thank you. Thanks very much, Bill. Mr. Manappet, representing San Miguel, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, ladies and gentlemen, what a moment. When you join the AJC as a kid, you want to win the Doncaster. When you grow up in the bush, New South Wales, you want to win the Doncaster. It's the race. I've won it today. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am. And I've won it with a very special horse, and it's a great moment. Everything needs to be said about Gay Waterhouse has been said by others, but I'm going to say it again. magnificent training performance, identified the horse very early on as a Doncaster horse, and everything she's done with him from that moment on has been aimed towards this race. Magnificent performance, Gay. Thank you so much. Thanks also to everybody at Tulloch Lodge and all the jockeys that have ridden the horse of the morning. Lenny Beasley got the horse going early on. Jimmy Cassidy's done a great job with him this preparation, and of course Danny Beasley today has jumped on and done the business for us magnificently. But I especially want to thank the staff at Tulloch Lodge. They just put in every week. Their horses run magnificently, and I especially want to thank Frank, who's leading the horse around at the moment. He lives with the horse and has done a wonderful job with him. Been confident of him the whole way through. Finally, I want to thank Sam Miguel and Mr. Eduardo Cuenco for putting this wonderful day on, for making it possible in conjunction with the Jockey Club and William Inglis. It really is giving us an opportunity here in New South Wales to be on a par with anywhere in terms of our carnival. And what a magnificent day today. Mr. Cuenco is a true sportsman. It's wonderful to see him racing a string of horses, and it's great to see the success that he's having, and may he have much more success in the future. If I've missed anyone, I apologise. I'm a little bit worked up, but thank you very much.
And for the winning trainer, once again, for the second time this afternoon, Ms. Gay Waterhouse.
To Sam Miguel, thank you so much for sponsoring this race that is very dear and near to me. Alan and Cheryl for giving me Grand Army to train. I always have had the greatest respect for Alan as a judge of horseflesh, and it's proven when he was training and also when he was selecting horses. And for many years I was hoping he might patronise my stables, but it wasn't to be. Maybe because he was waiting to give me a present of Grand Army. Well, we produced the goods for you today, and thank you for giving us the horse to train. He's exactly the sort of horse that does win a Doncaster. Every time you ask them to give that little bit more, they find another length. Danny, you rode him superbly, and as I said, it goes from a feast to a famine, and you're certainly having a feast at present. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Gay Waterhouse with 6 Doncasters in 10 years. A remarkable career, a remarkable record continuing on here at Randwick. As we move from Grand Army, and it's hard to move away because he was so good today, to the final event of the program, the South Pacific Classic. Here's the lineup.
1 out, 14 to run in the last. Titanic Jack number 1, Paddy Payne. 2, Sportsman, Darryl McClelland. 3 is Outforce Apollo. 4, Vital Agreement, Jim Cassidy. 5, Belt Place, Robbie Brewer. 6, Red Oog, Stephen King. 7, Bois, Dan Beasley. 8, Alive and Well, Hugh Bowman. 9, Our Sun Tripper, Greg Child. 10, Magic Marvo, Craig Carmody. 11, Wide Awake, Corey Brown. 12, Bollinger, Chris Muntz. 13, Coupe, Danny Nikolic. 14, Hui, Darren Gauci. And 15, Quiet As, Len Beasley.
2 in the market here. Bollinger's just the favourite in front of Titanic Jack. Bollinger opened fairly short and has just started to drift out, and her and Titanic Jack are coming closer together in the market. Just having it Bollinger about a point better than even money and a half point out to Titanic Jack, and that's the way it's going to stay. I think these two are just going to dominate betting in this race.
Here's what the tote punters think. Titanic Jack returning $3.10, Sportsman $10.90, Scratch Force Apollo. Vital Agreement $14.60, Bell Place $17.30, Red Oog $10.90, Bois $71.80, Alive and Well $60. Our Sun Tripper $15.80, Magic Marvo $62.50, Wide Awake $27.60, Bollinger $4 on the tote, Coupe $22.70, Hui $17.40, Quiet As $18.40.
So the 2 favourites, Bollinger in the last, along with Titanic Jack. Well, fashions on the field is an integral part of any major racing carnival, and that's been the case here today. Kylie Gillies.
here at Randwick had plenty of reasons to pray for fine weather and put up with a day in high heels because $50,000 in prizes were on offer in the Emirates Fashions on the Field competition.
The best dressed gentleman at Emirates Day today is Mr. Jay Simon, over $18,000 worth of prizes. Where are you, Jay? Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, the best dressed lady in the Emirates Fashions on the Field, also collecting over $18,000 worth of prizes, Selena Wallace.
Jane, Selena, congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You're off to Milan.
Seems that way, yeah?
Looks like. That's unbelievable. I'm stoked. Thanks to Emirates. My goodness.
It's just, I'm thrilled to be here. My designers, Jodie Barry and Kerry Stanley, will be so excited too. They're back in Melbourne, probably, hopefully watching this. So,
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, some great prizes to be won both on and off the track here at Randwick. We'll be back. The horses will be in the mounting yard not too far away for the final event on the program.
Tomorrow, Sports World is high on horsepower. Simon Marshall goes inside Australia's richest race day. Craig Lowndes on Ford's Fightback, plus cricket from the Windies and a titanic tussle over some massive muscle. That's Sports World from 9:30 tomorrow morning.
Great shots here of Dan Beasley, winning jockey on Grand Army in the San Miguel Doncaster Handicap. It's been a great day for the punters, and it's been a great day also for celebrities. There have been plenty here. Here's Joanna Griggs.
Down here in the San Miguel Marquee, I'm joined now by none other than singer extraordinaire Sophie Monk. And Sophie, you've had a very busy day today because you're performing a couple of times.
I have. I'm doing 2 shows today, so I'm a busy girl.
The success of your first single, Inside Outside, was huge. You've got a new one out now?
Yeah, Get the Music On, and so I'm performing that here as well.
And how's it going? How's it being received?
Good, yeah, I'm having fun with it. It's a fun song, so everyone gets into it.
Sophie, I think the thing people like about you is you look like you enjoy absolutely any situation you're in.
I think you got to. This is what it's about. It's not serious, so you've got to have fun, pop music.
Will you enjoy the rest of your day? Do you have time to have a bet at all? Or
I don't think I will because I know nothing about horses, unfortunately.
Will you enjoy the rest of your day?
You too. Thank you.
No bets for Sophie today. Look forward to seeing Joanna tomorrow on Sports World. As they come to the final event on this $8 million racing day, the $300,000 South Pacific Classic. A lot to like about Titanic Jack. He won the Alistair Clark Stakes at his most recent run, was 5th in the Futurity, 5th in the Caulfield Guineas. Hasn't started for 28 days, but he's got wet track form as well.
Yes, he won his last start over 1,600 metres. He's coming back to 1,400 metres today, but the big plus is that win on a slow track. He's also drawn nicely, so while he won't lead, he shouldn't be that far from the fence when he makes his run.
Sportsman may be back in form. He was second in the far lap behind Thorn Park. He won the Peter Pan in the spring. His Randwick record's not so good, 3 starts and hasn't run a place.
And I just wonder too about his slow track record, because he's had 1 run on the slow for nothing, has acted on the dead, but that's a query with him.
Vital Agreement, Gay Waterhouse, Jim Cassidy won the Gosford Guineas 3 starts ago. Has won at Randwick over 1,400.
But hasn't won on a rain-affected track, and that could come against him here. Got the 1 gate though, which is a plus.
Bell Place has won on rain-affected going. Anthony Cummings out the trainer, first ex-country performer. Did win at Randwick 3 starts ago where he led all the way over 1,400.
Yes, and he's a very fast horse, and from the 9 gate you would expect him to get across and perhaps lead, and that is still an advantage.
Red Oog's an up-and-coming number 6, has only had the 7 starts for a couple of wins, has a weight disadvantage today, won at Warwick Farm a couple of starts back over 1,300.
There's a query in the ground, but I believe there is some confidence in the stable that he will handle it.
Bois 7 ran in the Derby trial in New Zealand in last spring, was 3rd in their 2,000 guineas at Riccarton, 9th at Warwick Farm, 1 at Canterbury before that in a night meeting.
2 runs on a slow for 2 blots, so I'll be gambling against Bois.
Alive and Well, number 8, first up ran 9th behind Force Apollo. Has good solid Randwick form with a couple of placings in 3 starts.
Certainly needed the run when first up. Will be fitter today, but again I think we'll be looking later on down the track to get a win from Alive and Well.
Our son Tripper's lightly raced, won at Sandown last start. Prior to that, had good form in New Zealand.
But I note no form on rain-affected tracks.
10 Magic Marvo's just gone past. 10th at Warwick Farm last start. Only win was on the Kensington track.
Yes, well, there were excuses for the poor run at Warwick Farm, but I just can't find enough wet form to enthuse.
11 wide awake. Big class rise here. John Hawkes looking for his first winner for the day.
Has ability and should handle the conditions, but up sharply in class, as you said.
12 Bollinger, absolutely flying. Won a Group 1 level last start. She's against the males today.
Yes, the negatives are that she's got to come from a wide gate and she's got to handle the conditions. She's untried on rain-affected ground, but she's a very talented filly.
So Bollinger, the other runners, Coupe, Hui and Quiet As on their way to the post. We'll just lose them as they've gone out. Who've you tipped?
Number 1, Titanic Jack.
And you're pretty confident, aren't you?
Oh, yes. I think he's got all the credentials, and Bollinger might have to work just a little bit hard to get across.
Peter agrees with you. It's number 1 in the last for Peter and also Max. Back with the final event after this. Enthusiastic crowd here. If they'd been following Gay Waterhouse, they would have struggled early, the punters, but they've come home with a rush with Snowland and Grand. I mean, she has one of the favourites in the final event, the second favourite in Bollinger. It's Titanic Jack and Bollinger, the two that they've come for in the last, really to the exclusion of all the other runners. Titanic Jack's got good form. Tommy Hughes won earlier the chairman's handicap with Grey Song. His son Tom Hughes Jr., who we spoke to after the race, has got Titanic Jack. How's he travelled to the post, Simon? Has he looked the goods?
Yeah, he did, Bruce. Looked absolutely sensational. And yesterday afternoon we were out mucking out a couple of boxes there, and we run into Tommy Hughes and had a look at his big horse there, Titanic Jack. You know, he races at 585 kilos, this horse, and now that's a bit more than average, let me tell you. He puts a lot of tucker away, but Paddy knows him very well. He's a terrific winner at Moonee Valley last start. He loves the soft conditions. No excuses whatsoever. And apart from that, Bruce, the sun's come out. What a way to finish the last off.
Perfect, it seems. So Titanic Jack at 350, so he's rock solid on the tote right now. Sportsman's the third favourite at 9.30. Bollinger is at about $3.90. I wonder what's happening out in the ring with Greg Radley.
Well, Bollinger is in fact just the favourite down here in front of Titanic Jack. They've both drifted in the market, but they're still well clear of the others as far as favouritism goes. Bollinger's just the favourite, in fact a point better than Titanic Jack down here in the ring. Sportsman's been spec'd at longer odds, so is Vital Agreement number 4, and there was a little bit of money early for Coupe number 13, but it's Bollinger just in front of Titanic Jack, but there hasn't been a lot of confidence down here for either runner.
So not a lot of change there in the ring. Red Oog we see at about $11. There's Bois' price as Quiet As goes up. Now she's an interesting filly, Quiet As, formerly trained by John Hawkes, now with John O'Shea. Absolutely bolted in at Wyong at her last start, and then she's been out for a spell.
Yeah, had knee problems, knee chips. They've been removed, and I know the connections are very confident that she's going to pick up a good race in the near future, perhaps in Brisbane, but is expected to run well today.
Just saw Titanic Jack go into the stalls. His Coupe, she can mix it up, Coupe. She won the Edward Manifold in the spring, one of the semi-classics at Flemington, over 1,600. And I can't convince you.
No. It's one of those. Comes from Victoria, doesn't it?
Well, you've picked a Victorian in this match, Titanic Jack. So.
Yeah, this is a better class, though. He's a Victorian with an appetite. That's the difference.
Well, he's a big horse, as Simon just told us about. Bollinger, Group 1 level last start against Mares, the only Group 1 Mares race for the year. She's actually down in class a bit, but you've found one to beat her?
Yes, well, I just wonder where she'll be, and she had an easy run to win the Coolmore, and I don't think it's going to be that kind to her today, but she's a class act. She'll go well, but I do think the one is pretty good too.
So 340 and 380 as we join Ian Craig for the South Pacific Classic, courtesy of Sky.
And now let's have a look over here at the stats, and we're just about ready. And off we go in the last event of the day here at Randwick, and Bollinger jumped quickly, so did Sportsman, and Our Sun Tripper is racing for the lead. A length and a half further back is Bell Place and Was on the inside. 2 lengths to Wheat, and then Vital Agreement, Coupe, Red Oog, followed by Wide Awake, and then comes Quiet As, followed by Alive and Well, 2 Titanic Jack, and a half to Magic Marvo to the course proper. They gallop, and Bollinger trying to get across to the rails from the wide alley, and Bollinger leads a length and a quarter now. Bois and Our Sun Tripper. Sportsman galloping fourth. 2 lengths further back, Bell Place between Vital Agreement the inner. Wheat is the outside, and 2 lengths to Coupe, Red Oog, and a length to Wide Awake. Quiet As on Wide Awake's inside from Alive and Well. Titanic Jack is second last, and a length and a half to Magic Marvo. As they come past the 600, and Bollinger is the leader. She's worked a little from that alley. She's about 3/4 of a length. Bois, Sportsman third, is tracking Bollinger from Our Sun Tripper, and then Vital Agreement, Coupe, followed by Wheat and Red Oog, and then Wide Awake, Quiet As, and Titanic Jack's about 4th last. 300 to go, and Bollinger shows the way. On the outside, Sportsman is threatening danger to Bollinger, and they've booted 2 lengths Vital Agreement and Wild Titanic Jack, and then Wide Awake, Sportsman almost level with Bollinger. It's a 2-horse war. Sportsman the outside and Bollinger. It's Bollinger and Sportsman hitting the line together. Photo, Bollinger or Sportsman. Third going to Wide Awake. 4th in was Vital Agreement, followed by Titanic Jack, and then a break in proceedings to Quiet As, and that group absolutely blitzed the next lot. Coupe, Magic Marvo, Wheat and Bois, Red Oog and Alive and Well, and another 3 lengths then came Bell Place and 2 to Our Sun Tripper. Photo in the last. Bollinger and Sportsman had a 2-horse war over the concluding stages. The filly biter here, she wouldn't give in, Bollinger. To the naked eye, she appears to have a margin. Whether that's going to be the case on the line, we'll wait and see.
Looks like she's won, Bollinger. It's hard to tell, but it does look like she's got home for Gay Waterhouse and Chris Muntz. What a finish to what a day for Gay, if that's the case, and for Chris Muntz, who won with Snowland. But I think she's fought on. Didn't she show some heart, Max? Because right here, Sportsman looked any odds on to beat her, but Bollinger, who had to work a bit to take up the front, running 2 or 3 off the rail, she's digging deep. Sportsman's at her right now. They've got the race to them. He's probably got up alongside of her. Bollinger kicking back. Sportsman, still the number's not up yet. Sportsman comes at Bollinger. They hit it.
And look at the power of Slugger Muntz. There's the strength, and that's where it shows.
And she's got home. Bollinger's won the last, so fantastic day for Gay Waterhouse. This filly, who's won 4 out of 4 this time in, including the Coolmore, the Group 1, adds the Group 3 $300,000 South Pacific. So Bollinger over Sportsman and Wide Awake. Well, Gay Waterhouse couldn't take a trick for the first 6 races. She's won the last 3 on Doncaster Day. Has she come home with a rush? And Chrissy Muntz, fantastic day for him, Simon.
What a way to finish, Chrissy. You were just saying it wasn't one of your prettiest rides, but she's a pretty good filly, mate.
It's pretty good, mate. And she handled the track to a nicety, which was in her favour, but she's probably got a bit of class on her side too, Simon.
Well, mate, I'm tipping you'll go home tonight and have a little bit of lobster or something like that. What's your favourite meal? You've had a good day at the office.
Turn up, mate. I haven't gone over for a mullet yet.
Oh, all right, Chrissy, fantastic. Great day for Gay as well.
Terrific, mate. Yeah, no, look, it's full credit to her. She's done a wonderful job with the horses. They all fired up on the right day, which is great for her.
Yeah. All right, there you go, Chrissy Muntz. Another big day here. Good on you, Chrissy.
Bollinger winning the last on the program. It is correct weight after the last, the South Pacific Classic. Let's check the dividends on the final event.
Number 12, Bollinger, paid $3.80 for the win, $2 a place. Second, number 2, Sportsman, $2.60. Third, number 11, Wide Awake, $6.10. Quinella, $14.40. Exacta, $25.70. Trifecta, $461.30. And the first 4 in New South Wales, number 4 was 4th. That was Vital Agreement, paid $5,049.10.
So what a day it's been, Max. Let's go back and look at the jewels of the crown. The final stages, Clangalang winning the Derby, getting through on the inside for Scotty Seamer. It was a terrific ride. Strasbourg and also Mummify looked chances. Both Bart Cummings and Lee Friedman had great records in the Derby, but it was Gerald Ryan, Scotty Seamer and Clangalang getting home today.
Yes, no, I'd pay tribute to Gerald Ryan because he's won the Derby with perhaps a horse that was a non-stayer.
And now Grand Ami. How good was Grand Ami over the last 200 metres? Absolutely sensational the way he's come away from Dash for Cash, Boreal and Lonhro getting into fourth place. But maybe a star was born with Grand Ami. So fantastic day for Danny Beasley and for Gai Waterhouse. It's been a great day all round.
It certainly has. Lonhro was beaten. He had every chance. Perhaps he's a better horse on top of the ground.
Well, a lot to look forward to, Max, on 7 Sport. We've got Sports World tomorrow, Joanna and Paul 7. Simon Marshall with the big wrap here, and the other guests as well. The French Open next month, May 26 to June 8 from Roland Garros. And then don't forget the Rugby World Cup, October 10 to November 22, 31 live games. Max, really enjoyed your company over the last couple of weeks. Thanks for that.
It's been tremendous.
It has. Thank you very much. So that's the end. We're at the end of the Doncaster Day, an $8 million day. What a day it was. Clangalang winning the Derby and Grand Ami winning the Doncaster Handicap. I think Gai Waterhouse summed it up best when she was asked how she does it. She said, just a genius. What more can you say?
From Dash